All right, guys, welcome back to Uplift Past Crossroads. Welcome back to Uplift. I keep it simple, man. Uplift. All right, this is your boy Sean Christopher Jenkins, aka Dr. J. What's up? What's happening? What's up? What's up? But anyways, like I've been talking about in this series, man, this is gonna be my last video. I already know. So, man, it's about to be powerful. I think I said it was gonna be my last video last time, but I mean, yeah, you know how I am, guys. I talk a lot. So, the lesson I did for Sunday school on Sunday, January 12th, 2020, man. We're blessed to see another year, man. Thank you, Lord. God is so good, man. He blessed you with another year, man. So you better, boy, don't waste your life, man. Do something with it, man. God bless you with life. What are you doing for Him? And this is what this lesson is talking about. In 1 Kings chapter 8, verse 14 through 21, man. Solomon wanted to build. David wanted to build God a temple. God said no, and he said his son will build it. So Solomon completed his father's promise. Well, his father's dream, guys. Excuse me. Solomon fulfilled his father's dream of building God a temple. So the title of the lesson was Solomon Speaks to the People. He speaks to the people about this grand occasion and how this dream has been fulfilled, my father's dream, and God's promise was kept of how God said that David's son will build the temple instead of him. So, guys, I want to say, David didn't see this promise. He died. He didn't get to experience this promise because he wasn't around. His son was, though, just like God promised. So God can be trusted with whatever He says. So whatever He said in His word is going to happen. It's going to come to fruition. So there's no point in doubting, guys. And the Bible continually talks about how there's no point in doubting God because He's always kept His promises. And this is one of the passages proclaiming, declaring, and painting this picture. This is how God is, guys. He fulfills His promise. And whatever He speaks, it will never come back void. He doesn't speak for no reason at all. And so something else I want to say, guys, sometimes God's promises take a long time to come into fruition. It's not a long time for God, but it's a long time for us. And so David would be in this boat, I'm pretty sure he was like, man, when is it going to happen? And he didn't get to see it. All he knew was God said that Solomon would build a temple. And David didn't get to see it, but he still prepared his son to be able to do it. He made it easy for his son to be able to build the temple because he gathered all the cedar, all the metals, everything that his son would possibly need to build his temple. He did. As a matter of fact, he got the Ark of the Covenant. This was the first thing he did as the king, David. And so he had everything already laid out for Solomon. Are you doing that for your children? Are you laying out the foundation of how life should be for them? And how, not only that, see, we're talking about that, but are you accumulating enough money to where your children are going to be prosperous instead of taking steps back, because they're in debt? How are you going to make it forward in life being in debt all the time? All your life. Debt, just like riches can be inherited, like I talk about in the Sunday school lesson. So if you haven't looked at it, check it out. Just like riches can be inherited and wealth can be inherited. Do you know debt can be passed down? How many people are passing down debt to their children, especially in today's time period? So are you gonna be a generational changer? Are you gonna pass down wealth to your children? Are you gonna do what's best for your child so even in your death they got it going on, man? They're not taking steps back, they're making steps forward in the Lord, and you're making it easy for them to be able to do what God's called them to do and to be able to do what you didn't get to do and take advantage of opportunities that you didn't get to do. You didn't get to take advantage of because you didn't have the means to do it. So, guys, this is what David did for his child. So, what are you doing for your child? So, and also, let's go ahead and complete it. The reason why I did the video, okay? And even if it doesn't happen in your lifetime, it's still gonna happen. And so that says a lot about black people. So this is hope for us, guys. If you're an African American like myself, our ancestors, guys, they went through a lot, man. I talked about this in the video, but I'm gonna really explain it now, man. They kept the faith. With slavery, man. Can you imagine being a slave picking cotton in the heat? Man, I hate heat. I can't stand heat. I love air conditioning. So, we talking about slavery. I couldn't even live back in the 1900s. 1920, 1918, or 1880. Just any time before then. Because I love air conditioning. I can't stand the heat. I had a heat stroke one time, guys, when I was 17. I'll talk about that in another video, but it was not fun. I can't stand heat, guys. It's my worst nightmare. So I'm not gonna talk too much about that stuff, but basically I'm saying, like, the slaves, they endured a lot, man. Being whipped by the master, being dehumanized and brainwashed into believing they're lower than society and they don't have no rights because of their skin color. You're the scum of the earth. No, God created you. You're not the scum of the earth. So they fought and they made sacrifices and they died and they did revolts just to make sure that we knew for sure that we are human beings. We do have rights. We are important. We are somebody. And there's people in life still today doing the same thing. But you know what? We don't have to endure it just like they did. There's people in life that they're still masters in their minds, and they still rule over black people in today's time period, but they're few and far, and it ain't as bad as, back in that time period. So we got a lot to be grateful for. So what am I trying to say? I'm not even going to talk about Jim Crow and everything like that, and how, black people went on buses and did sit-ins, and they did, sit-ins in restaurants, like, I don't have to talk about all that, guys. You guys know our ancestors made sacrifices for us to have opportunities in life and privileges and just have the life and the freedom that they always dreamed of having. And they didn't get to experience it. We're experiencing it. So what are you doing with the opportunity, the privilege, the freedom, and the liberty that they fought for? Because you got a lot to be thankful for. As an African American, it stops killing black people. There's stuff still going on in the black community, of course. But you know what? You got a lot to thank the Lord for. And God brought you through it. He brought you out of Egypt, like we've been talking about in all this series, man. So if you watch the whole series, man. But I'm telling you guys, God is good, man. And He can be trusted, man. So keep believing, keep trusting, hold on. A change is coming. Don't worry about a thing. You're going to make it. And even if you don't experience the promise and experience the dream that you have on your heart, which whatever dream it is, like I was saying in the Sunday school lesson, I talked about how, what's the solution, for cops killing black people? What's the solution to all the black people in the black community coming together and actually working together like we used to back during those hard times? Well, yeah. Not all black people. We know how we are. But, we all came together for the most part, right? How can we get back to that point? What are the solutions to these things? What are the solutions to, the school system being so rigged, so one-dimensional, and teaching people not treating every student the way that they need to be treated? And, treating them all like drones, and this is the way you got to learn. I can keep on going. Student loan debt. Like, what's the solution to that? These stuff may not happen. These solutions may not happen in our lifetime. That's my whole point. So what are you doing? What sacrifices are you making? How are you making it better for your children and the next generation? That's why I want to do this video. That's what I want to talk about that I didn't really get to talk about in Sunday school lesson. I kind of got to get there a little bit, but I want to get there now. So, guys, this is the end of the series, man. The end of everything I have to say about when Solomon finally fulfilled his father's dream of building God a temple. And I pray that your temple, man, your body, your life is reflecting how good God has been to you, and it's reflecting His name, and it's glorifying His name. So, guys, my last question I'm going to ask you guys is this. Will others see God fulfill His promises in your life through your obedience to God? Guys, obedience is better than sacrifice. Like I was been saying, David could have built God a temple if he wanted. But what would have been the cost? God said, you're not the one to build the temple. David had the power. He had the means to build God a temple if he wanted, even though God said no. But you really want to fight God, man? You really want to do stuff out of God's will and out of what He says? Because what's the cost? It could have been anything. And it's not fun to experience that. Don't you want to do things the way that God wants, guys? So obedience is better than sacrifice. And you can't experience all of God's promises. You can't experience God's best for your life if you don't follow what He says, if your life doesn't reflect Him. And guys, I just love hypocritical Christians and people that are judgmental. I don't. But, I mean, I'm trying to say they're just frustrated. So David made mistakes, man. Solomon made mistakes. Did you know Solomon turned away from the Lord at the end of his life? Because all the wives he was with turned him away from the Lord, and they turned him to pagans. I mean, that's what sex does. It takes you places you don't want to go, man. Temptation, lust, pornography. We know we struggle with it. I do too. And none of us are perfect, man. David wasn't perfect. He struggled with the same thing. David made plenty of mistakes, like I talked about. So I'm not even gonna talk. Well, I'm gonna talk about it just in case nobody watched those videos. David committed adultery. He had sex with Bathsheba, and they had a child out of wedlock. And David killed her husband because he didn't want anybody to find out, so he hid the sin. That's another sin. Then he did premeditated murder. He had to figure out how he was gonna hide the sin and kill off, Bathsheba's husband. So, like, guys, the whole point is Solomon and David ain't known for these things. Like, yeah, we know about them, but like their reputation, man, these are men of God. They're still recognized as men of God. So, woman of God, man of God, whoever you are, there's only two, woman of God, man of God. So, whatever you are, man, you may struggle with sin. People may judge you and condemn you for what your failures and your flaws and just the things that you made mistakes in life. But you know what? God still chooses you. God still loves you. God's still going to use you. And when you really serve the Lord and you're obedient to him like David and Solomon, your obedience is going to speak louder than your mistakes. Your obedience is going to speak louder than your mistakes. So in saying that, man, are you following the Lord? Is your heart there? Because David's heart was there. The whole point of 1 Kings 8:14-21, and really just all the passages like this, guys, it's because this talks about this story many times in the Bible. It's 1st and 2nd Samuel and 1st, 2nd Chronicles. Okay, so the whole point is God can still use you. He's still gonna use you. And guys, I don't know what you want your reputation to be, what you want to be remembered for, what you want to be known for. But I don't want to be remembered as a man of the Lord. And guys, the sad truth is, not everybody's going to see me as that. Some people are going to judge me on my mistakes. Some people are going to judge me on my skin color. Some people are going to judge me just based on my failures and flaws of how I talk. Not every word I say is perfect. Every word that I utter that comes from my mouth ain't the grandest and the most spectacular that you have ever heard. My vernacular is not, up to par. Sometimes when I do lessons, I make mistakes and people judge me for that. So there's different stuff people are going to judge me for. And they say, just because I ain't got that part right, I'm going to hell. So it don't matter what people says about you. And people say a lot about David and Solomon's reputation, right? But it matters what God says, what God thinks about you. And it says in verse 16, guys, like I read before, let's go ahead and read it. It says, since Solomon said that God said to David, for he said, since the day I brought my people Israel out of Egypt, I have not chosen a city in any tribe of Israel to have a temple built so that my name might be there, but I have chosen David to rule my people Israel. God chose David. God chooses you. God chose Solomon to build a temple. He chooses you. Oh, man, that's so powerful. I need to do that video. I'm about to do a video on God chose Solomon to build a temple, and God chose you to build a temple, guys. He chose you to build a temple. So I'm going to do that in a minute. So if God could choose David and God could choose Solomon, man, it doesn't matter if anybody else chooses you and accepts you. God chooses you. So that's what I wanted to talk about, guys. I know you guys get the memorandum, so I'm going to call this video quits. If you haven't already, please subscribe to Uplift. And then click that bell notification, man. Turn on the bell notification after you hit the subscribe button. You'll see a little bell right beside it. Hit that so you know anytime I upload another video so you can watch the video. I need your help to help this channel grow. I need you. If you don't comment, if you don't like the video, if you don't share it, especially if you don't comment and like, guys, I don't know if you watched it. Then on top of that, it's not going to go to more people, and not using the algorithm in YouTube because nobody's liking it. Nobody's commenting. So I need to know what you guys think. I need to know how you guys feel. I need to know what I need to do better on. I need to know what questions do you have, guys? Man, work with me, please. I need your help to help this channel grow. I can't do it by myself. I can't do anything by myself. I need your help, please. All right, so thanks for tuning in again. Happy New Year. Follow me on all my social media platforms. I follow back my Instagram, my Twitter, my Facebook, my Snap, my LinkedIn. I got you, man. I got you. I can't wait to meet you. All right, so you guys have a blessed one. Remember, God loves you. God chose you, so it don't matter what anybody else does. All right, so I'll talk to you guys later. Peace.